2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low-post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch five has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses these days, floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs are practicing shooting the three more than ever.
Yeah, even the younger centers, you think of Towns and Cousins and Embiid, as powerful as they are, they love to stay on that perimeter and shoot that three ball. So it's hard to stay on the floor right now if you can't shoot it.
Yes, you came into the league at the right time.
No, I would have made them revert back to
work. You'd have a hard time getting off the bench these days, Shaq, because you didn't shoot the three ball well.
Shaq on the bench don't even sound right together. That's like peanut butter and tar.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound right together, Ernie.
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding, big fella. Wasn't it funny? Did you find that amusing?
You hurt my feelings, Ernie.
Did you hurt? Come on.
Don't talk
Give
to me
a
for
big
2 seconds. La 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 la.
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Indiana Pacers. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Well, also great execution. Let's not forget about that. Being active gets you only so far if you lack the discipline.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, thanks very much. Now, after the Nuggets added Nikola Jokic to the starting lineup, they finished the 16-17 season as the best offensive team in basketball. Now, last year we saw some regression, but this is still a young team that's learning how to play together and trying to climb the ladder of a very competitive Western Conference. Kevin?
A team on the rise, DA. We'll see. You know, and early on, you want to win games, of course, but maybe even more important, Chris, establishing your identity for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, early wins and losses, they can be deceiving. If you think about teams that peak too early, you want to make sure that you establish your identity. And I would suggest for any rookie, your main character of your identity should be this: great listener, hard worker. After that, we'll see how many points you score, how many rebounds you get. But you need to come in as a rookie, humble, ready to work, ready to listen, and then usually things will sort themselves out.
Great perspective. And so off the tip, it's Boston. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Tatum in at the three slot. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Murray outside. Those three-pointers off the mark. Tatum against Porter. Tatum dishes to Morris. He kicks it to Irving. Connects on the foul line jumper. Irving's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Celtics. Pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Porter. Shoots from the line. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Tatum passes to Irving. Back to Tatum. Horford trying to free himself up. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Irving. Tatum's got his first points of the night.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Murray kicks to Harris. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Brown. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Brown, the pass to Horford. Back to Brown. Kicks it to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Irving finds Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Oh, man, how about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High efficiency offense right there.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now the pass to Millsap. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Porter. Out to the right wing. Wide open look here for Murray. Drains the 19-footer.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now, here is Irving. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. A beautiful reverse layup. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
On the wing, Harris. Jokic kicks to Harris. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harris has got 5 points so far. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Indiana.
Yeah, his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
It's stolen by Brown. 4-on-3 break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Oh, that's just terrific patience from Irving. Outstanding at filling the D inside and literally forcing their hand.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
And the first one drops. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
A nice shot by Tatum.
What I like about Tatum, he moves his feet well, understands angles. He plays more physical than advertised.
Jokic with it, now guarded by Tatum. And that one's good. Millsap.
Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though, one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, interconference matchup, two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Poked loose. Brown with it. No points in the game yet for him. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Horford against Jokic. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's already his second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Lyles checked in. And Boston has possession. They lead by 4. Here's Brown. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Murray surveying the D, and here's Harris from the arc. The shot will not fall. Now Boston takes it the other way. Brown dishes to Irving. In the corner, Tatum with it. Passes it to Morris. Outside Irving. Can't hit from 12.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Murray. Back to Harris. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's 8 points for Gary Harris. Boston leading by 3. Outside Irving. Brown outside. A 3 from Morris. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Jamal Murray. Boston also with the sub. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Knocks it loose and stolen by Horford. Here's Tatum. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Tatum's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Inside, here's Thomas. Jokic trying to free himself up.
Nice defense by Irving. He averages less than a half a block a game, but gets all of that.
Hayward can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Harris passes to Jokic. And again, Denver no good. Celtics leading by 5. See, we have a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Plumlee comes in for Jokic. And it's Juan Hernan-Gomez in for Gary Harris. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Marcus Morris. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Lyles. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Barton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier against Thomas. The shot, no good. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hayward finds Smart. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
I love Hayward's activity and anticipation, and then the precision pass.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Well, they had a hard time forcing turnovers, and then on the other end, made quite a number of mistakes themselves.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Barton. Good season for him last year. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Hayward kicks to Rozier. Fires the 3. Isaiah Thomas pulls it in. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail by 5. Thomas up top. Rozier defending.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
That's just the game of finding the open man. We talk about how Thomas challenges your defense. He has the quickness, but also the poise.
Smart kicks to Tice. Rozier against Thomas. Tries it from the top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He gets the shot he was looking for and just can't bury it.
A steal. Here's Baines. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Baines has got his first points of the night.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver, trailing by 5. Here's Lyles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. And again, it's Denver.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
Celtics leading by 3. Smart kicks to Hayward. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. One of those guys who seems to improve his game every season. Hayward showing us great consistency from range.
Now look at this. When he first came into the league, he was more of a slasher, a mid-range shooter. But through sheer repetition, hard work, getting it in the gym, and some adjustments to his shooting motion, the outside shot has become one of his greatest weapons.
And that one misses. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre and Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day-Day. But Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans. And when we see him on the court, how about Embiid, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it enough. How about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways of the chess basketball player in the world? So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch from them.
Plumlee, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Denver passing it around. Baines with the block. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Hayward up top. Pass to Tice. There's the dish to Baines. Three-pointer, Hayward. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Boston with the ball. 1:07 left to play here in the first. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Rozier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the inside. That's tipped. Lyles kicks to Thomas. Now Barton. Smart dishes to Hayward. Here's Tice. Another shot. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Thomas finds Barton. Now, here is Hernangomez. And here is Thomas. His last outing, he had 18 points. Just 3 to shoot, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. From 18 feet away. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They balled out to an early lead.
Hernangomez at small forward and Millsap at the 4. Thomas and Barton are their backcourt. And it's Plumlee in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Marcus Morris is checked in for Daniel Tice. Thomas kicks to Barton. Rozier against Thomas. Back to Millsap. Puts up a 3. That shot missing. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
That free throw missing. When it comes to video review, C-Webb, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. But the main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now here's Smart. 8 points his last outing. Down kicks to Baines. To the paint. Here's Rozier. And it's blocked. But they recover it. Brown. Good. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Thomas surveying the D. Passes to Porter. And here's Plumlee. Murray left side. Three-pointer. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for Isaiah Thomas. How he performed last season. Put up about 15 points per, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Smart passes to Baines. Back to Smart. Over Murray. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
Oh, the mid-range game, a lost art. Nice bucket by Smart.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, you realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you. Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porter kicks to Murray. Back to Porter for 3. And Boston with the rebound. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. And it's Gary Harris in for Isaiah Thomas. The Celtics also changing it up. Al Horford is checked in for Aaron Baines. Jason Tatum comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Terry Rozier. Irving finds Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When you watch Marcus Morris, I mean, he's been around the league. He understands how to play the game. Sometimes you just need to be put in the right system. It's just timing. That happened for him last season.
And when you give Morris some freedom on the offensive end, he can carry you through long stretches.
Kevin, he's a terrific shooter. I mean, from standstill, off the dribble, back to the basket. It really doesn't matter with him. The other thing he gives you, tremendous toughness. He likes to mix it up. He won't back down from a challenge, I'll tell you that.
No good on that one.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Lyles checked in. And he sinks the second.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Murray against Irving. They double him with Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, it's not going to be a picnic, but they know heading in, it's a game you got to get excited for as a player. It can be a big statement taking down one of the top teams in the East.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. Harris passes to Lyles. Horford against Jokic. Murray outside. And that time, also a missed shot. Irving dishes to Brown. Shot from 12. The shot's good from Irving. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
I like how Irving feels the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Brown. And that one's good. Jokic.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Well, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 11. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. Porter looking it over. And it's Murray penetrating. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now just a 5-point Celtic lead. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Tatum kicks to Brown. Dishes it to Irving. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Tatum with it, out guarded by Murray. Tatum's shot is off.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Jokic. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Here's Tatum. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And Harris wide open. He shoots. He nails it. And we're tied up. Harris has got 11 points.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break basketball.
Irving against Murray. Outside Irving. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Porter kicks to Lyles. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there have been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Boston also with the sub. Hayward's checked in. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Irving kicks to Morris. Back to Irving. Morris inside, covered by Lyles. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Denver. The Celtics have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact. And he makes the first. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. And he makes both free throws. Here's Denver now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The drive by Jokic. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
And the first one at the line is good. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all three levels.
Talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
Here's Hernangomez. Goes back up. And that one's good. Jokic. Jokic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Morris. He has 5. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
Harris against Irving. He kicks to Morris. Outside Tatum, inside, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Irving's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And this is Irving at his best. Aggressive, locked in, looking for a shot.
On the wing, Harris. Defended by Hayward. Hernangomez. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irving finds Morris. Now Hayward. Covered by Lyons. And Hayward with the stuff.
And this is why you got to keep Hayward out of the paint. He loves to try and finish around the rim.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Wiles. Feeds to Harris. Got a piece of it. The kick out to Barton. Hernangomez passes to Jokic. And there it is for him. Jokic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
On the wing, Irving. Tatum dishes to Horford. Now the pass to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Now here's Barton. 8 points his last outing. 5 on the clock. Unloads. And it's off the back rim. No good. Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Harris kicks to Jokic. Over Horford. The offensive rebound. Shot's good by Lyons.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Irving. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Lyles, and Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Juan Hernangomez. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And the handles Irving possesses, I mean, unreal. The great Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas. Toby Irving might have the best handles he's ever seen.
And slam dunk by Smart.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, guys, I mean, in a close game like this, that can really get a team rolling.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving against Thomas. Tatum trying to break free. Good D by Thomas.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 20 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them. In transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts, they're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots. Gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving at point with Brown to his side. There in the backcourt. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. And for Isaiah Thomas going into free agency, what he thought might be a big payday opportunity was, Greg, anything but that.
A few years ago, he was talking about backing up the Brinks truck and had to take a deal to prove he can still play. Has had a tumultuous past few years, but this deal could work out for the team if he can get back to form.
That free throw good from Thomas. The 2017-18 season is one that Isaiah Thomas, C. Webb, would rather forget. A lot of struggles and a lot of injuries.
Yeah, a tough season, and especially when you think about the one he had before that. Thomas just never looked comfortable with the teams he was on or in the roles he was asked to play. A lot of that was him still recovering from surgery when you think about it. I mean, I don't think it'll take much for him to get back to that elite scoring status that he once enjoyed.
Now here's Brown. Outside Irving. Horford against Jokic. From 11 feet away. Horford no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Horford. And he's able to get it back. For three, Murray. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Irving. The 3. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Harris finds Jokic. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Tatum. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Irving. Buries it from 3-point range. 14 points for Gary Harris.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Horford. No points in the game yet for him. It's Thomas outside. He can't hit that time. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. Jokic kicks to Thomas. Good on the shot. Thomas got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
And the intelligence of Thomas. Superb at knowing how to read the soft spots in the defense.
Irving against Murray. Irving passes to Horford. And that one is off. Good defense by Jokic. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Now here's Murray. He has 7. Pass to Jokic. Rebound Boston. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Tatum's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Murray outside. Kicks to Thomas. Right wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And it's off from 3-point range. Irving finds Horford. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
Now here's Murray. And Thomas has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. Rebound Boston. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Denver's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Plumlee with it. He's got 6. Irving with the steal. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Denver in the lead. Murray outside. Back to Thomas. A three-pointer is right on target. Thomas got 13.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Irving kicks to Horford. To the middle. Here's Morris. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Upside Thomas. Down low. Murray. Passes it to Plumlee. A floater. He lays it in. And it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Tatum passes to Brown. That one goes. Count it. He's got 9.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Morris against Thomas. Pass to Murray. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And he makes the first. Miles checked in for Denver. The Celtics also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Morris. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And it's Rozier in for Irving.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Smart on the wing. He's covered by Murray. And stolen by Murray. Here's Jokic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
The Nuggets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw, good. Jokic. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. See, Webb, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
Celtics trail by 10. Over in the corner, Rozier. Back to Smart. Over in the corner, Rozier. No good on the triple. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And the pass to Jokic. Thomas against Rozier. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. And Tatum pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to be Horford shooting. It's going to be on Jokic. And Chris, a unique aspect of Horford's game he's the rare big who can repeatedly initiate the offense.
Oh, yeah, he's a good ball handler, has great vision. You see him making the right decision time and time again. He's the consummate team player.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Will Barton comes in for Thomas.
One shot.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with a shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
Here's Smart. Denver getting their last shot to go. And it's sent back by Millsap. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. A chance to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Celtics.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Rozier for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 5 assists tonight. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Harris is checked in for Paul Millsap. Rozier against Murray. A pass to Hayward. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, terrific timing on that play. I mean, Hayward has great chemistry with his teammates.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here's Murray. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Rozier. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Hayward. Passes it to Horford. Tatum on the wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Nuggets shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Harris against Tatum. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Smart deciding where to go with it. In the corner, Horford with it. To the middle. It's stolen by Wiles. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Harris. Jokic trying to free himself up. Wiles kicks to Harris. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
That free throw, no good.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Good on the second free throw. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 2-point differential. Harris kicks to Lyles. Pass to Jokic. Now Murray lets it go with the three. The offensive rebound.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
Denver shooting at 46%, making some buckets. The pass to Jokic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Horford. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Rozier kicks to Smart. Pass to Horford. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
A nice shot by Harris. Celtics trail by 4. Rozier looking around. Kicks to Hayward. Back to Rozier. 1:15 left in the third. Good defense by Jokic.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Passes to Rozier. Lays it up off the glass. Rozier's got 10.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
To the paint and stolen by Tatum. Murray against Rozier. And Hayward is right there. Hayward's got it all tied up now for Boston.
I like how Hayward positions himself on the glass. I mean, he's great at tracking down the misses.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call, but let's see what they do right here.
Now here's Barton. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. For the lead, and Horford lays it up and in. He's got 5.
Well, every year, Horford becomes a little bigger threat offensively, and that time against good defense.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's now 21 points for Jokic.
He's done everything they've asked for tonight. I mean, it's all because of all the work he's done that this game is even close.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Celtics. They're up by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Gary Harris. Jokic is out there with Lyles. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Hayward, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hayward's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. The Nuggets trail by 5. Harris finds Jokic. Back to Harris, and stolen by Hayward. Here's Tatum. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And that one's good by Porter.
And that jump shot by Porter is pure. Has such a fluid shooting motion.
Rozier with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Irving passes to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 5.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Now Barton. Five on the clock. Back to Harris from outside the arc. Rebound Boston. Hayward's got 6 rebounds in the game. Right side Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. C-Webb, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it was the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And of course, the Celtics traded back from number 1 to number 3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Lyles, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Barton. Boston also with the sub. Brown is checked in for Terry Rozier. He hits both from the stripe. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
And here is Brown after Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. Here's Morris. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Harris drives in. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Thomas dishes to Plumlee.
I really like the hustle of Morris. He does a terrific job crowding the shooter.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out, he told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
All right, thank you, David. And here are the Nuggets now after the basket by Boston. And Plumlee kicks to Thomas. Jokic passes to Plumlee. Hayward comes with the double team. Just 4 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Michael Porter, he has the natural attributes of an elite scorer.
He's got incredibly deep range. You can see that all the way back in high school. Almost automatic from mid-range. And as he adds strength, he'll become a force inside as well.
Free throw good, Porter.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Porter drops them both. And great with Michael Porter, combining the length, athleticism, and scoring ability. He's a rare prospect.
I mean, in high school, he was the #1 prospect on a lot of people's lists. Had the back injury in his only year of college, but everyone knew what he could do when given the chance.
And Hayward gets it to go.
I like that Hayward knows exactly what to do with the ball. I mean, he gets in good position and lets it fly.
Thomas against Irving. Thomas finds Jokic. Shot from 12. The Nuggets with another miss. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Brown, and it's sent back by Jokic. Harris looking it over. Porter. Hayward with some nice D.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Trey Lyles checked in for Plumlee. Al Horford, he's checked in for the Celtics. Celtics on D. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter.
You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc.
Irving against Thomas. Basket counts. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Porter. Back to Jokic. Morris with the rebound. Celtics leading by 9. Irving dishes to Hayward. He kicks it to Horford. Thomas against Irving. The 19-foot shot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Harris with it. Picked up by Brown. On the wing, Porter. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Fades. Lyles no good. The Celtics have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Hayward passes to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 6 assists here tonight.
Irving does a solid job maintaining his balance, even with the D being all over him. Impressive athleticism.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Nikola Jokic.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Irving from long range, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
See, right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from three. Must be accounted for at all times.
Outside, Porter. For three, Harris. Another three for Denver.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
Irving against Thomas. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 27 points. The Nuggets trail by 13. Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And it goes down 2 points. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Harris against Brown. It's Porter outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
And here is Horford. Morris outside. Brown kicks to Horford. Over Jokic. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
To the inside. Porter trying to free himself up. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Nikola Jokic. Irving finds Horford and finished off by Horford.
Horford is a big athletic player who is so skilled inside. I mean, he uses his long arms incredibly well for jams like that one.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nuggets. Harris outside. Tipped away. Irving looking for an opening. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Brown no good on the free throw.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
And a wide open look for Porter. The shot missing. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Tatum, that's for 2. No good off the back of the rim.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now, here's Jokic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jokic has got 29.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And, Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Boston leading by 10. Down low, here's Horford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And so here's Denver. Murray kicks to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Irving. Outside Tatum. The pass to Horford. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Morris. Martin defending. 6 to shoot. Tatum. Pass to Horford. Over Porter.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
For 3, Murray. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Floats it up for Horford. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Well, he just exploited the size mismatch, and he's getting easy looks tonight.
Nuggets running out of time. Murray outside. Here's Jokic, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
On a roll now. He is on fire.
Boston shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Murray against Irving. To the left wing. Horford the pass to Irving. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deeper hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyrie Irving.
Well, of all the things he did well, his passing was the most important. He spread the ball around, kept everyone involved, and their offense clicked.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Hernan Gomez comes in for Porter. And Thomas subbed in for Gary Harris. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Marcus Morris. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving.
And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
Smart on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Tatum kicks to Smart. Back to Tatum. Passes it to Horford. Shoots over Barton. Horford no luck.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
Tice passes to Horford. It's Smart with the drive. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
feels amazing. You know, more importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates that did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. You know, it took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.